Welcome back. We want to take a moment now to tell you about a big story that we are working on for tomorrow right here on KREM 2 News. This is the story of Jake and Jamie Hyland. They are a young couple from Washington who got seriously burned in the Cold Springs wildfire just last summer. They also lost their 1.5-year-old son and their own unborn baby. And now, more than a year later, they sat down only with KREM 2 one-on-one. I made the trip over to the Seattle area to meet them. They invited me into their home just to help tell their incredible story of pain and loss and now hope as they're trying for another baby with the help of a surrogate.
There was nothing traumatic about our son's passing. The traumatic thing is waking up every day and not having him here.
Part of me wants to live in the spot where it happened and just sit there and wait until my end comes, just sit there on the river. Because I look at life now and there's so much chaos everywhere. And that's why I hope we have kids. Because I want to love again.
So that's just a very tiny portion of our conversation, and you'll get to see a lot more of it in our big story, which is tomorrow night on KREM 2 News at 6 o'clock.
Wow.
It was agonizing.
So, how are they doing? You lose an unborn child, you lose your 1-year-old, you have traumatic burns. How are they doing?
They're doing terribly. They're trying to put one foot in front of the other every single day, and sometimes they are crippled with grief. Sometimes they just can't possibly fathom how they will get to the next day. Wow. And they are leaning heavily on each other. Their faith is strong. They want to find a way forward. They just don't know quite what that looks like yet, but they want to move forward.
And they're trying to have another baby through surrogacy?
Through surrogacy. She had a horrible miscarriage there before they were rescued, and she is unable to have her own children now. So they are hoping that surrogacy will be the way that they can still expand their family. It's been very important to them since they met, and they deeply want to have more children.
So what do they need to do on that? Just find a surrogate?
They have a surrogate. Okay. They have a friend who has offered. They have a fertility company that has offered at least part of the expenses. So they at this point, they have a GoFundMe account, which they are desperately hoping that people will be willing to help make contributions to, because that is what helped them pay for $2 million worth of medical bills. That's what has enabled them to be where they are right now and not have crushing debt, which would be just, another problem that they would have to face. So they're just hoping that they can find a way forward.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
They seem like a very faithful couple, though.
Their faith is strong. And to say that really, that doesn't really tell you the depths of their faith. They are so reliant on their faith in God getting them through, and they don't know what that's going to look like, but they believe that they will get there. And it's an incredible story, and I feel just grateful that they were willing to share it with me, that they were willing to invite me in and open themselves up and be vulnerable and share all of that with me, because it is raw.
Well, they're beautiful, and we're pulling for them.
Yeah, we are.
We are really pulling for them. I hope that there's a great story you can tell a year from now about them.
Yes, that is very true. They're hoping that maybe even a year from now there could be a baby on the way.
That's the story I'm hoping for.
So make sure and watch our story that's coming up tomorrow on KREM 2 News at 6.